Namaste to one and all. Welcome to my channel. Today's our topic is New Education Policy Part 2. In Part 1, we have already seen that this new education policy is based on 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 instead of 10 plus 2. So regarding the schooling level, here we can see quality education we have to provide. For that purpose, early childhood care and education. Early childhood care and education and good nutrition and right of every child. And according to this early childhood care education, it is the foundation of learning. It is a foundation of learning. It comes under in between the age to 3 to 8 years. That is early childhood care and education, ECCE, comes under the in between the age 3 to 8 years. That means that before the age of the first 6 years, we can see that 85% the child brain develops. So in the early childhood time, the brain develops about 85% of the child brains develop. So we needed a holistic development of the child. So it is focusing on the holistic development of the child because in this early childhood, the brain develops already 85%. So within that particular time, the child should be given proper education. So through this proper education, the child's cognitive, affective, psychomotor development can be done in a proper way. That is the main focus on this 3 to 8 years. So appropriate care and stimulation of brain. Appropriate care and stimulation of brain in early years. That is the focus of ECCE. And it is ensuring universal access to high quality education, high quality early childhood care education across the country in a phased manner. So ECC is focusing on appropriate care and stimulation of brain in early years, and at the same time it is ensuring universal access to high quality education. Universal access to high quality education. That is what type of education? Early childhood care education across the country, across our country in a phased manner. And all children entering grade 1 are ready by 2030. That is the main aim of this new education policy. We already went through that in the last part. And here we can see that these 3 to 8 years can be divided into two. First we can see the 3 to 6 years. What happened the 3 to 6 years in early childhood care education? It should be the access to free, safe and high quality education. That is, it should be access to free, safe and high quality early childhood care education. Where they will get this education? In Anganwadis, it can be called as preschools or Balavadigas. And before 5 years, the child, every child they have to move to these Anganwadis or preschools, or it is, as different names have been given there as Balavadigas. Before 5 years, this child or these children should reach there. So why they should reach there? Because the brain develops about 85% by that time. That is, by that time, whatever they get, they can stimulate, they can develop more. So it is how the Balavadigas, Anganwadis or the preschool should be facilitated. It should be multifaceted, play-based, inquiry-based, and it should be focusing on cognitive, affective and psychomotor development. What is cognitive? It is based on the basic knowledge What about and thinking thinking? We can see that the child may be having his own reasoning power, thinking power, and some basic knowledge what he or that child has attained already. So that about just I am mentioning about this cognitive. Affective means, of course, it is something emotional development. A child, of course, a human being is having psychological as well as physical development. So that is something related to emotional. Then psychomotor, there is both the mental and physical activities. So, the movement of eyes, movement of the arm, hands, then fingers, leg, feet, all this body movement in relation to the brain, and that is what about what a child is thinking about, what the child want to do. Suppose a child is cutting, ask the child is take the picture of a bird. Several pictures have been given to a child. Take the picture of a bird, cut it and paste it. That you know that has a psychomotor development. At the same time, it is about cognitive also, because the child is having a basic knowledge, what the knowledge before the child is having. Based on that, the child will identify the picture of a bird, and the child will cut that. So while the child is cutting that, we can see that using the fingers, using properly the scissors, and pasting the gum and pasting it. We can see that is greasing the pasting it and pasting that on the paper. We can see that that is a psychomotor development. That is why different activities have been given in the school level onwards, and also it should be an enjoyable one, and it should create focus on cognitive, affective, and psychomotor abilities. It may be focusing on. And therefore the child may be having early, the child started to read and write, that is at least the alphabets, that is the language, that is literacy, developing the literacy and developing the numeracy. That is regarding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, D, or different according to different languages, different letters the child may be learning. So that is focusing on, and here we can see that what should be the outcome of learning this, that is optimal outcome in different domains. After learning this or going through this process, the child should achieve outcome means what the child is achieving through this learning in Anganwadis, preschools or in Balavadigas before the age of 6 or before the age of 8, because 3 to 6 as in Balavadigas, and 6 to 7 and 7 to 8 in first standard and second standard. So the child should have, what are these? The child should have the development in socio-emotional development. Already I told you, physical development, then mental development, that is psychomotor. These three development already the child is achieving. That is also related to socio-emotional development. Socio-emotional development, when the child is studying in a school, in a classroom, you know, then how the society, how the fellow, the classmates are, how the child is acting and reacting, whether the child is cooperating with the teacher, cooperating with the Anganwadi workers, or cooperating with the classmate or those who are sitting nearby. So some social development will be there, emotional development will be there, and we can see that some ethical development also. The child comes to understand something ethics also. Is that is, we suppose one child is not having a cutter or a pencil. If the child is having 2 pencils, let him share. So something ethical, then cultural, according to the culture and heritage of different states on where the child is living, something related to, suppose we know that the Christmas is reaching, so the child is knowing about what the Christmas. So something regarding the culture. Then artistic is nowadays, as because of the art integrated learning, we can see that artistic also the child should have the development, music, craft, art, dance forms and theater work. All this the child should have developed in the initial stages itself, and the development of communication and language. Yes, this part, communication, language, and early literacy and numeracy. Yes, before going to a subject, we can see that the child should learn from his surroundings or from her surroundings the basic knowledge regarding languages. What to speak, how to speak, speaking and listening, then reading and writing. These are the 4 skills that we know regarding languages. Don't write, first of all write, yes, the child started to speak. Most often it may be mother tongue. That is why the national education policy is focusing on this early time. They are focusing on the languages. What languages? The mother tongue, the regional languages, the local languages, the languages spoken at home. That way also it is written there. So the languages regarding regional languages or the local languages and mother tongue and the schools and regarding, suppose the children coming from different states and studying in a school, you know that the school authority can decide what languages, or I don't know, I'm not so sure whether the child or the parents can make it an option regarding which language that should be taught. Anyway, whether it is regional language or the local language or the languages spoken at home, we can see that the child is properly understanding what is it. Instead of an unknown language, a familiar language from earlier as an infant stage, the child is able to understand what the teacher is talking about, and so you know that it may be easier for her or him. That is the main thing. So language is very important. So from that language we can see that from the mother tongue or regional language or the local language, you know that what is a familiar language, that is the most important thing we have to focus on. So, and also number is also very important. Without number we can't live. What time you are getting up, this time the class will start, online class will start by 8:45. So you know that the child should understand that says 8:45 I should be there. So the number is very, very important. Regarding our routine is according to the time, and how much water you are having, how much milk you are taking. So a child should know. It's very different things. How many books the child is carrying, how many pencil, how many pen the child should have. All these things, you know that many toys. Most often instead of pencils and pen, you know that in the infant case you can see that regarding toys, what are the different shapes of the toys. So you know that most often the numeracy and literacy is very important at this stage. So I hope you are understanding regarding these Anganwadis, the preschools and this one. That is the main focusing instead of the subjects. That is numbers. Once the base is already laid, it will be very easier to make the building on it. That is the development of a child. And here we can see that how this Anganwadis and this one, I have seen that there is a 4 model. There is 4 model of this Anganwadis on the preschools. That is 4 models, and that is to strengthen the Anganwadis or the preschool level. And because of the diversity, yes, we are from the mountainous region or the desert regions or speaking different languages, and we are having, or from island area or we can plateaus, we can see that having diversity, and based on the diversity, the Anganwadis and preschools have been divided into 4 models. What are they? First one, that is pre-primary school sections covering at least 5 to 6 years, co-located with the existing primary schools. Primary schools are there from first standard onwards, and these primary schools and the pre-primary schools should be sections covering at least 5 to 6 years, co-located with the existing primary schools. First one. Then second one is the standalone preschools. So first one, it is pre-primary schools associated with the primary schools, existing primary schools. And second one is standalone. This pre-primary schools stand alone, the preschools are there. And third one is that standalone Anganwadis can stand its own building, and that way standalone Anganwadis. Then we can see that the Anganwadis co-located with the primary schools. Located with the primary schools means the primary school is near one itself, so Anganwadi is correlated to. Anyway, co-located with the pre-primary schools and the primary schools. And here we can see that there should be, and what should be the school, the pre-primary schools, or what should be the Anganwadis, what should be the Balawadikas. It is focusing on high quality infrastructure should be there. High quality, when we talk about the quality of an infrastructure, a child is there, you know that it should not have a sharp edged furniture or sharp edged building materials should be there. Like that, it is focusing on high quality infrastructure, and it should have that proper type of play equipment should be. In case of the play equipments, we can say that most often this equipment should be so smooth, it should not be hazardous, it should not be dangerous, it should not be poisonous, some materials or the colors should be used, so it should be safe. That is the first itself I told you, it should be free, access to free, safe and high quality, and well trained Anganwadi workers and well trained teachers should be there, and well ventilated, yes. You know, if it is a house or wherever it is, wherever the building, you know that it should have enough air circulation, it should have enough light also in that room, so that will promote more energy. So you can say well ventilated, and it should be designed as child friendly. The building should be designed as a child friendly. When a child see the building itself, the child should be that should attract the child to move to that and engage in the activities what is done in that preschools, and also it tells that it should have the trained early childhood care educators should be there. That is another point. Early childhood care educators should be there in this, whatever it is, the 4 models of education. And those who passed the 12th standard, they can get about 6 months training only needed in this, and online training facilities are also there. So I hope at least you understood regarding the pre-primary schools, regarding Balawadikas and Anganwadis. And one important thing is also there, from the Anganwadis and the preschools, there should be one linkage to the primary schools. Through that, the children should be taken to the primary schools and show them that what is happening in the school. So they are earlier, before entering into the first standard and second standard, they are understanding that what is happening in those schools, in those classrooms. So some linkage also should be there. That is also written in that policy. And I hope you understood some basic things. Some more is there regarding the early childhood care and education, regarding the teachers' qualification, something. But anyway, I hope you understood this much regarding early childhood care education. Thank you.